When signing up for business communications, I had no idea what to expect. I'd heard it could be a lot of work, but it mostly depended on the professor you had. The class setup was honestly more like my baseball practices than any other of my classes I've had. It helped me to see class as practice a little bit too, and I looked on it with a little bit more value. The five banks and the master key, it helped me learn on really what to focus on, but as well put it in a way that I could really understand it. And honestly, I never really thought about charisma before and just assumed it was something, some people have, some people don't have, but I never really thought that it was something that you could train. But I've known that it was important. I've known that charisma is something that can really help you. It can really benefit you. And when I've had the most success, anytime socially, it's usually when I'm got that charisma going. I'm just in that kind of flow and state. And taking this class kind of helped me see an exact thing that I need to do to get myself to that flow and state. And even in daily life, I'm trying to talk with my hands more, but I'm still working on it. Small things like that are pretty easy to adjust. But I think a bigger thing that I've learned was kind of letting myself be a little bit more open. It leaves me with less stress every day, being more open and vulnerable during conversations that I'm having. And it turns into the people that I'm most comfortable with, I'm most vulnerable with, I become even closer to them. And I think it helps with building a relationship. Something to improve the class could be an occasional quiz or test. It could make the class a little bit more straightforward on what exactly we're focusing on. At times, it was kind of free-flowing, which is good, but it kind of needed a little bit more of a setup, exactly saying what was going on and what we need to study, what we need to remember, things like that. I would recommend this class to a few people. I'd say to most of my friends, I'd recommend it. Some of them wouldn't quite be comfortable sharing and being as open with classmates as we were in this class, but I know a wide majority of them would be able to go up to the front of the class, talk about themselves, and not have a problem with it. And I would enroll again if given the chance. I think that, like I said, some people aren't really made for it, some people aren't. I think that I'm the right kind of person for this class. I'm already a little bit outgoing. I'm not really afraid of messing up in front of the class. I don't really mind going up and talking. And taking the course helped me see those things a little bit more clear and trying to read off the paper less, putting more effort into memorizing smaller parts instead of that memorization. And I learned a brand new thing about vocal branding, and I'm still working on it a little bit. Still a little bit too monotone, but that's all right. I'm still working. The classes taught me also to think a little bit less of what people think of me. I've struggled with that a little bit in my past, and in college I've gotten better at it, but the class, I don't know, just the way you talked about it really made it seem like the only people's opinions that matter about me is me. 3 words I use to describe the coach are relentless, positive, and energetic. All 3 of them are kind of all about pushing someone to be the best they can be, while also not being a dick while doing it, being able to push them in a way that's healthy and helpful for both people, which my professor was always able to do, always pushing me to do hard work. It's nice to have someone at your back like that. I don't feel too different yet on any changes, like small changes, like I said, like using my hands or being a little bit louder when I'm presenting, talking a little bit slower when I'm presenting. Those things have happened right away, but many of the other things we talk about will take a little bit more time, which I don't mind. If I ever say I don't know, my coach would always tell me, you do know, kind of going back to that, pushing that relentless, energetic energy of saying, like, you do know, you just got to think of it. You got to put in a little bit more work. Really just got to dig deep and find what you're really looking for. And I'm always happy to hear people have got my back, and your overwhelming kindness is always appreciated. And I'm not sure when you're going to need my help, but I hope you believe that I've got your back too if you ever need it. Thank you.